Hi, I'm Trevor Law, Solution Consultant for Treasury 4, and I'm going to walk through bank account management with you today. You don't manage bank accounts in isolation. You manage them through a structure of legal entities, controlled structures, and authorized signers, but most systems don't reflect that. That's where the Treasury 4 solves that gap. Treasury teams today have a structural blind spot. Most track accounts, signers, and ownerships separately in disconnected spreadsheets and systems. This creates fragmented visibility, slows you down, and makes audits painful. And more importantly, it introduces risks. So starting off with, you can see we're looking at an Entity 4 dashboard. We're able to track our entities, our partners, counterparties, accounts, staff, and documentation, all in one central location. And we can see any expiring registrations, or anything that's been recently updated. So at the center of this is what we call the entity to account problem. Every bank account belongs to a legal entity. Every signer's authority flows from their connection to that entity. But what most systems don't explicitly connect the dots. So we have to get the information together. So when you need to change a signer or close account, you're stuck piecing everything together manually. That's slow, risky, and error prone. So if we take a look at our entity structure, you can see it's showing who owns what company and how does the information flow. And if I scroll right into Omnicogent Incorporated and take a look at them, as this comes up, you'll notice that we have the information within here. So you can see we have our details, what accounting system do they use, any communication, external codes, business profile. But we also track relationships. So you can see what accounts belong to this entity, the ownerships, so which parents belong to this, the staff that are working within Omnicogent Incorporated, and also power of attorney, which is very important if you have international accounts and you need a wet signature. So who can make the changes on the accounts for you? We also can track all the documentation within here, any registrations, tax information, and legal information. So what entity aware means? That's why we built Treasury 4 to be entity aware. Entity aware means we map out a full structure, entities, accounts, and signer into one connected system. One place that reflects the real world control, governance, and ownership. Fully linked, fully auditable, fully actionable. So to take another look at another view, you can see now we have our account map. And as I scroll in, you'll notice that we have accounts that are manually funded, so anything with a dotted line. We also have anything that's automatically swept, like a ZBA. You can see the automatic funding. And then you can see which direction does it go. So these are all one-way directions, but we have a two-way direction here as well. So as we're looking at this information, if we take a look at one of these accounts, you can now see all the information within here as well. So all the names, the general information, attributes, the notes, all the account numbers. So are they able to do payments? Are they able to do the reporting? Where's the investment information coming from? And all the accounting information as well. This also shows the relationships. So who are the signers on this account? Who are the holders and the owners? So which bank account owns it? And then we also have the Omni Incorporated. And then where are the sweeps going? So you can see we have a one-way sweep going this way. We also can attach any documents here. And we can also show any sub-accounts such as lockboxes. So why does this matter? Because it enables faster, more confident decision. It reduces compliance and operational risk. It streamlines audit and gives you the full command of your cash network, knowing who controls what at all times. So with that, we have a lot of different reporting, but I'll show you one report here. For example, we have our management. So our account management, so whatever active accounts, sub-accounts, pending sub-accounts, any closed and closed sub-accounts. So it's showing you all the information. Right now we're looking at it by bank name, and it's giving us the status. We can look at it by entity. So it'll show us the different information, the status of each one, the type, the purpose, and also the currency. So this allows you to see where all your accounts are and drill into them very easily. You can also take a look at a single account. So if you go in, if I open this up and I drill down and I just grab an account, it's going to show me all the details. So you can see we have the general information, numbers and IDs, counterparty holders, the entity details, active signers, all this information. And we have the ability to export this out, or we can schedule export if somebody needs that information on a regular basis. We can also track signatories. So you can see we have active signers, some inactive signers, and we can see all the information within here. So there's some updates that need to be done on these accounts. And it's very easy to see with the color coding. But if I come in here and say, well, Ray has won the lottery and has decided to retire, so we need to know where he's a signer, we can come in and say, okay, here's all the accounts that Ray's a signer on. We can update that information, send the documentation off to the bank, and attach it to the account. So you now have all this information in one central location. The bottom line is this: Entity-aware bank account management transforms static spreadsheets into a living system governance, ready for audit and ready for action. Thank you for your time.